So this is my third attempt because every time I'm like in the middle of making this video, I swear the phone rings. So let's try this again. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope everybody is doing wonderful. Hope everybody's going to have a good weekend. I want to go ahead and recap my journey real quick because I have new subscribers and people watch my videos, you know, every day, and they don't want to go back to my 200 and something videos. So here we go, real quick. I started my journey at 275 pounds, had weight loss surgery, specifically the lap band. I have the allergen lap band on January 6th of 2009. I had lost a total of 20 pounds on my 2-week liquid diet. So I started at 275. With the 2-week liquid diet, I had lost 20 pounds. So the day of surgery, I was 255 pounds. And then I had a goal weight of 160 pounds, which I had reached on August, I believe, 11th of 2009. That was 7 months and 3 weeks out. So basically, I lost 115 pounds in 8 months with the lap band. And then 5 months later, on January of 2010, you know, 5 months after being at my goal weight, on January 2010, I decided to have plastic surgery. The day of surgery, I was about 150 pounds, so I was way below my goal weight, and I was about 10 pounds under my goal weight. So on January of 2010, I had a tummy tuck, lipo on my flanks, breast lift with augmentation, and a Brazilian butt lift. That was done in January of 2010. Then I had a botched tummy tuck, and I had to have emergency revision surgery on April of 2010. So my journey has been up and down. I want to say that I have maintained my weight for 3 years. Well, it's going to be 3 years in August, which is coming up very shortly, in about, let's say, May, June, July, August, about maybe in 2 months. So I have roughly maintained my weight for 3 years, with the exception, which happened recently actually in December, of going over my goal weight of 160 for 7 months. And I got back on track with this group that was created on Facebook called Back to Basics. And basically they lifted my spirits and they put me back on track, and I was under 160 again in no time. So for 7 months I was struggling, went above my goal weight and got right back down. I had this challenge going on with some of the girls on my phone before the Vegas meet and greet. And I challenged myself to get to the weight of 150 pounds by the time Vegas came. So I got the day of Vegas, I was actually 152. I had seen the lowest of 151 during that time, but the day of Vegas, I was 152 pounds. Now I was just doing that so I could prepare myself for Vegas and basically eat whatever I wanted. My comfort weight is between 154 to 156. That is my comfort level. That is where I like to be. So I wanted some room to play with, basically. So during Vegas, I had gained about 7 pounds. When I came home, I was 157 pounds. You know, basically, I had ate whatever I liked and I didn't care, basically, because I had room to play with. During that time, or after Vegas, I kind of struggled. I believe Vegas is about maybe, the Vegas meet and greet was about 2 weeks ago. And I'm kind of struggling now because today I'm 159 pounds. The thing is that once you start putting sugar into your diet and putting carbs into your diet and putting stuff that you normally don't do, it's kind of hard to let go, you know. So I didn't get back on track after I came out of Vegas, and I still haven't gotten back on track. And basically I'm eating junk food whenever I want. When I do eat junk food, I have this habit of like eating cookies in the morning. So I'll eat like 4 or 5 chocolate chips with skim milk in the morning. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. And basically that's what I've been doing, and that's why I haven't went back down to my comfort weight. I know that I still look good, and I know that the between, I don't know, 155 to 160, I still look the same, nothing changes. But I mean, basically, I'm used to a number that I want to see, and I would like to get back down to that weight. So that's that. I gotta cut the shit and get back on track. So what's been going on? I'm on Facebook constantly, and I'm constantly getting inspired. I mean, with new journeys, old journeys, you constantly get inspired every day. Today in the morning, I saw people, well, specifically one girl. I'm not going to mention names because I don't like doing that, even though I mentioned it last time. I'm gonna mention her name, Piper. She reached her BMI, her normal BMI. So I want to say congratulations. Seeing these things on Facebook and just hearing stories, they constantly motivate you and they constantly inspire you. Like, how can you not stay focused? Is basically the question. So yeah, I feel so good to actually be in a community where people are constantly talking about their weight loss and posting pictures and stuff like that. So yeah, congratulations to Piper. Last week I did forget to mention who was the next recipient that they awarded weight loss surgery to for the WLSFA, which happened in the Las Vegas meet and greet. Mandy. Mandy won. Well, she didn't win, but she's the next recipient to have weight loss surgery for the WLSFA. And she's actually Peter Rabbit's sister. And I cheered so hard because it was a total shock for me. It was a total surprise. And I was like screaming. I was like, yay! Because me and Mandy, we have been, I don't know if she even knows this, but we have attended quite a few meet and greets together, with the first one being back in 2009, my Pennsylvania meet and greet, which was my first one ever. I think I was only, I swear, 3 months out, and I was already attending meet and greet. Yeah, I thought I was cute. And back then, gastric bypass was so popular. It was only me who had lap band, so go figure, right? And now this population of lap band has, grown so big now. But in 2009, it wasn't big at all. So, I mean, it's just funny to see the differences. So gastric bypass was the thing back then. And I felt like out of place. I'm like, oh my God, everybody had RNY and I'm the only lap band here. But anyway, that's besides the point. Mandy and I have been going to several meet and greets together, and she has struggled so hard to have weight loss surgery, and all she has been is deny, deny, deny. It's kind of the story of Connie and Rosemary. It's very, very similar. So I was just like so shocked, and I was like, I cannot believe she's finally getting her chance, and I'm just so happy for her, and I just want to wish her a big congratulations. I can't wait. And I'm watching her journey, and I was just like, at the meet and greet, I actually got to like really hug her, and I'm like, I was so excited to see her, not even knowing that she was actually going to be the next recipient to have weight loss surgery. What else is going on? I just want to go in real quick with my father. He actually had this thing going on. I told you that my father has a whole bunch of health issues going on, and his heart is working 2 times faster than what it should be. On Sunday, actually, the Sunday that had just passed, he actually had to go into the hospital to get this procedure done, not knowing if he was actually going to get surgery or not. It had to deal with his heart. They needed to go inside and basically stick a camera up his upper area and see what's going on with his heart, because they told him that if he didn't get it done, then he would have a heart attack, literally have a heart attack during that week. So it's pretty scary, his situation, and this is why they're forcing him to get weight loss surgery done. And if they did have to do this procedure, I don't really know the name of the procedure where he probably would have gotten it done, but thank God he didn't. It kind of looks like an arrow, and they basically stick it up his heart to, I don't even know what it's for. I mean, I'm so bad with medical terms. But this is basically, he's a diabetic and he suffers from a lot of things, you know. So he has to have weight loss surgery. I did tell him that I don't think the Lapand surgery was for him. Uh, you know, basically knowing from experience and knowing that how hard you have to work, and I know my father, and I know that he wouldn't put the work in, you know, because with the lap band, considering that it's one of the hardest surgeries, you have to put so much work in. If I could describe the lap band, I would probably say that it's 60-70% you doing it on your own, and 30-40% the lap band, you know. And in order to get that restriction that everybody talks about, you have to wait a couple of months for it. So it's very, very tough. So basically you're doing it on your own for about, I would probably say 3 to 4 months until you actually get that restriction. So I told him, I'm like, Dad, I don't think that the lap band is for you. And especially that I know that he's a diabetic and he doesn't even follow the rules of a diabetic and the diet. He doesn't follow the rules of the diet that he is supposed to be following as a diabetic. And I don't think that also that the gastric bypass is for him, because I know that he loves sweets, and I know with gastric bypass, if you even try to put sweets in your mouth, you dump. So I think that the best surgery for him is the sleeve. So he's actually going to see the doctor on June, I think it's June 8th. So he's going to talk about it with the doctor. He basically got all the testing done, so he's already in line, and hoping maybe by next month he has weight loss surgery. So yeah, I think it'll be good for him. You know, I've never seen my father thin. I come from a family of, you know, basically all of them being obese. So is it hereditary? Yes, being obese and being overweight is hereditary in my family. So I've never seen him thin. So it's going to be a huge shock for me actually to see him losing weight. But he has somebody, a great person to look up to, you know, and I'm happy for him. Did he agree with having weight loss surgery? No, he's not the type of person that likes to have surgery, but it's basically being pushed and forced on him due to his health issues. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyways, I don't want to make this long. As usual, I always pass 10 minutes, and I'm so sorry. And thank you if you have stuck with me this long. So everybody have a great Friday and take care. Bye.